Welcome to 100 important topics in organic chemistry, and this is the second part of this series. And in this video I am going to talk about iodolactonization. This is a very important topic, and you will see that every alternate year and in some cases in repeated year question comes from this particular topic from in CSIR NET exam, and also other competitive exams like GATE or any exam you consider, question will come from there. And also this method is a very useful synthetic method in organic chemistry. So I will discuss 3 to 4 examples here which belongs to actually the competitive exam, and I will discuss about this topic in detail. So watch this video till the end. Now, what is iodolactonization reaction actually we call? So this reaction we can show it by a representative example, simple example like this. Here you will have carboxylic acid. So this is the substrate structure which can undergo this iodolactonization reaction, and the reagent here is simple I2 and sodium bicarbonate. Okay, so this is the reagent which is used for this reaction. And what product you will get out of here? So you will get 1 2 3 4 5, so one 5-membered ring you will get like this, and here you will have this iodine. So this is the product you will get. Now what is the mechanism of this reaction? So this is a general representation of iodolactonization reaction. I will obviously discuss the variation or different examples of this, but let us first see what is the mechanism of this reaction. So in the first step, as you are using sodium bicarbonate, this carboxylic acid group will undergo deprotonation and you will have acetate, right? Now iodine is there, so iodine will form iodonium ion like bromonium ion. So here from this alkene, attack will take place on this iodine and it will generate the iodonium ion like this. Okay, now the rest of the molecule will remain as it is. So this is 1 2 3 4 5, yeah. So here you have this carboxylic acid or carboxylate group. Now what it can do is, this carboxylate, it can act as internal nucleophile and it can open this iodonium ion. If this was not present, then another I minus would come and it would attack here, but as this carboxylate group is present in the molecule which can act as internal nucleophile, it will attack on here and that will generate this 5-membered ring, right? So overall you are forming one lactone. These cyclic esters are called lactone, and you are doing this lactonization reaction with the help of iodine. That's why it is called iodolactonization. Now of course you can use bromine also for this reaction, and in some cases you will see that NBS is actually used for this bromolactonization reaction. So it is in general called halolactonization, but iodine is most widely used because this cyclic bromonium and cyclic iodonium, if you compare, this cyclic iodonium ion is less stable, and that's why breaking of this Ci bond is easier compared to breaking of this CBr bond. So as we want to break the bond, we prefer iodine, right? So this is the simplest example of iodolactonization reaction, but this will not come in exam. What will come in exam, that I will now discuss. So this is one important example which may come in the competitive exam, is this one. So this compound, when treated with, and here you have a methyl group, when treated with I2NaHCO3, what will be the product? Now you will see here stereochemistry will play important role. Okay, and this iodolactonization reaction is stereoselective reaction, right? So in the first step the deprotonation from here will occur, but I am not writing down that. Rather I am writing down the iodinium ion which can form from this molecule. So in this case iodinium ion can form over here. Now here you will have stereochemistry. Either the iodinium ion can form below the plane and you have this acetate group over here, or it can form above the plane. This iodinium ion can also form above the plane like this, right? And here you have this acetate. Now first of all you have to recognize what is the stereochemistry of this particular center. So generally if nothing is mentioned here, you can take it as below the plane or above the plane, but when you will look into the question paper you will see that they will consider either the acetic acid group below the plane or above the plane, and that you can recognize by looking at the question paper, by looking at the options given. So in this case in the book from where I have taken this example, this particular group, this acid group was given or considered as above the plane, so it is above the plane, right? This is how it will look like. Methyl group is below the plane. Now the opening of this iodinium ion can only occur from the back side, that is if this acetate is above the plane. Let me open it. If this is above the plane, then from this particular structure it can open this iodinium ion like this, but in this particular case where this iodinium is also above the plane, the backside approach is not possible here because both this group and this iodinium group both are above the plane. So from this particular iodinium ion only the reaction will occur, and these two can interconvert from here to here because it will go through the same alkene and it can interconvert. So whatever amount of this particular iodinium ion will form, that will not react, but this particular iodinium ion will react, and eventually all this iodinium ion will be converted to this one, and from here the reaction will occur, and the product you will get out of this is this one. So this is the product what you will get out of this reaction. So this is the correct stereochemistry of the product. So we can see that ionolactonization reaction is also stereoselective. We will get only one product. Now this will be the major product of the reaction. Another example which involves stereochemistry is this one, where you have this CO2H group over here and it is treated with I2NaHCO3. So what will be the product? Now again here the stereochemistry is not mentioned clearly, but you have to consider that these two groups are above the plane and here one hidden hydrogen is there which is below the plane. So you can consider it like this. Okay, now if these undergo the ionolactonization reaction, so I will not write down the all two iodinium ion from now on, because we know that from only one iodinium ion the reaction can occur which is anti to this acetate group, right? So that's why I am writing down only one, and that is below the plane, this one, because we considered this acetate group as above the plane. So we have this acetate over here. Now if this attacks on this iodinium ion, it will open from here and we will get a product like this. So both, you can see this methyl and this methyl both are above the plane and this iodine will be below the plane, because you can see if attack is taking place over here, this iodine is below the plane, so this methyl will come above the plane. So this is the correct stereochemistry of the product. And the last example which I will discuss here, this is very important, is Cure's ionolactonization reaction we call, because it is one important synthetic step of a molecule which was done by E.J. Cure, and this is very important question, and this question actually is a favorite question for competitive exams. So this is especially important example. and here this is the substrate. So on this, if you do iodolactonization, what will happen? So now you can see here, if the iodinium ion generates from the top of this molecule, then only the iodolactonization can happen. So that's why I will write down only one iodinium ion which is above the plane like this, and here you have this group, this acetate group like this, and here you have this OBN group, here you have this OH group. Now this will open it from here, and the product which you will get out of this is, you can see this is the product which you will get. Yeah, so here you have this OBN group and here you have this OH group, and this iodine is above the plane, right? So this is the product of your reaction. Now generally in competitive exams, when this type of reaction comes or this type of question comes, only one step, that is iodolactonization reaction, is very rare. You are actually given with a combination of reaction. For example, this is one example from CSIR NET exam which I can remember, is this one, COOH, and then first step is I2 NaHCO3, and in the second step some base was given like DBU or anything like that. Some base was given, I forgot the exact base name, but some base was given. So in the first step you can imagine that iodolactonization reaction will occur to generate this kind of so from here you will generate this iodonium ion, and here stereochemistry is not important because it is hydrogen. So you can see on this the attack will take place and it will open like this. So from here first you will generate this thing. Here you will have a 5-membered ring. Okay, now because this DBU is given, elimination reaction can occur, right? So elimination reaction can occur, and here stereochemistry is important. Why? Because you have to consider whether this iodine is above the plane or below the plane. Let's say we consider it below the plane like this. So if it is below the plane, then here you will have one hydrogen which will be above the plane. So this iodine is below the plane like this after the ring opening, and then you have one hydrogen which is above the plane like this. Because one thing I forgot to mention is that if this attacks over here, right, so it will attack from above the plane, so the hydrogen will go below the plane. This is the important aspect of this reaction. This hydrogen will go below the plane because it is a backside attack, and this oxygen is attacking from the top of the molecule. So the backside means this will be the bold bond, that is it is above the plane and hydrogen is below the plane. Now both this iodine and this hydrogen, they are below the plane, so elimination cannot occur from here. So elimination can only occur from this side because it will undergo the E2 elimination, which is anti-elimination. So the product what you will get out of this reaction is this one. So here stereochemistry was not mentioned in the question, and that's why I am not writing down it, but this will be the answer. And actually if you want to do the correct stereochemistry, this will be the stereochemistry. Yeah, so this will be the answer. Actually another option was given which can misguide you, and that was this one. Here they put the double bond, and if you don't consider the stereochemistry of this hydrogen and this iodine, you will do the mistake and you will think this is the correct answer, but this is not, because this iodine and this hydrogen, they are on the same side, so that's why elimination cannot occur from there. So this is very important. While you are solving any question on iodolactonization reaction, you have to always look into the stereochemistry, otherwise you will do mistake. So that's all. I will end the video here. In the next part or next video of this 100 important topics in organic chemistry, I will bring another interesting topic. So subscribe this channel and share this video with your friends. If you like this video, give a thumbs up and also let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching.